It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run again with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Pickett back to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 44.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Completes it to Austin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Completes this one to Pickens. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Pickett completes this one out wide quickly. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. This is intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. He's got room past the 30, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And some room to work. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. On the give, this is Harris. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They hand this off to Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now Pickett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Eagles sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Hurts. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complimentary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Pickett. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Okay, ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick-6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Room here to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Eagles 10. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter from the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Pickett on 3rd and 1. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field. Let's go. They're going for it. This is Harris. And some space here.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Epps able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out with a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception.